All right, quick chat about free agent wide receivers. Now, obviously, the position group's already weak for us right now. We know that. After free agency, it's going to be thin and weak. We got 4 free agents. I don't really want to bring any of them back. So we have to dabble in both free agency and the draft, but the free agency's first. You don't want to go into the draft totally desperate, so we've got to get a name there. T. Higgins is the big one. Obviously, he's a stud. Obviously, I would love him to be a Charger. But at $28 million plus a year, which I think is what he's going to demand, I don't think he's worth that money. I think he's an out wide receiver one, not an alpha wide receiver one. And someone's going to pay him like he is one. I think the Patriots or someone else are going to go out and shell out that money. Next up to bat would be Chris Godwin. Love Chris Godwin's game. Reminds me a lot of Ladd. They play off each other really well. 29 years old with his own injury history. If we could get him at a decent deal, I'm all for it. But I just don't think so. I think this free agent class is so weak at wide receiver, so thin, I should say, that he's going to demand a huge contract. And I just don't think that he's worth it at this point of his career. Now, my guy in free agency is actually Darius Slayton. Now, hear me out. Darnell Mooney last year, already outperforming his contract. Stud wide receiver in my mind, stuck in a situation in Chicago where he just didn't have good quarterback play, only got $13 million a year on his contract. I would love that out of Darius Slayton. 6'1 guy, 4.39 speed, gets open downfield, 12.3 ADOT, and mostly plays on the perimeter. And I want QJ in the slot. So if we could have those boundary receivers filled out with QJ in the slot, and then we still go into the draft and try and develop some depth and get a young stud, ooh, I'm all for it. Also, Keenan, come home, baby. If you liked this video, please give me a follow on Twitter or X at Erdman Chargers, shown on the graphic here, or subscribe to my YouTube channel at Nature's Calls Pod.